Eve Paints. Hello, and welcome to another Print and Paint Kickstarter Countdown. This week I have 12 new mini-related Kickstarter campaigns to share with you, so let's get started. Atlas, Starship Maps and Miniature. Ryan Wolf from Pittsburgh, as 0 Hour Art and Technology, has released 34 campaigns to date, all in a similar vein. Deck plan posters with matching cast miniatures, this time the Atlas. A spherical tail-lander with 3 variants, a fighter, a passenger transport, and a dropship. You can get the digital version of the posters, the mini, or the mini with the posters, and he's throwing in some digital renders of the Atlas as well. Warlords of Archaios, the free 3D printable miniature wargame by Dario of Montreal. Warlords of Archaios is a squad-based, fantasy-themed tactical miniature wargame. It says free in the title, and if you check out his YouTube channel, there is a link to a Google Drive with all these minis and more. But the Kickstarter is for physical minis, which helps to support the game. The 4 teams are humans, plagued, orcs, and elves. You can get any single mini, or any of the 4 teams, or any 2 teams together, with a couple of extras. Christmas miniatures for your 3D printed tabletop by Fantasy Lab Studio out of Brooklyn. There is a Krampus and a Santa Claus, a chain deer and a sleigh, both together and separate, and a tree golem and an evil snowman. You get them all with just $4. You can also get their previous Fantasy Beasts Kickstarter collection, as well as merchant rights. Cyber City, 1/10 scale busts and 75mm miniatures, also with STL files for printing. Ouroboros miniatures from Prinsenbeek, Netherlands, have made and delivered on more than a few Kickstarters already. This is Katana, a 1/10 scale bust. Tulsa and Hardigan, the Law and Order of Cyber City, are 2 75mm miniatures that work well alone or as a pair. And finally, there are 4 add-ons from previous campaigns, a bust and a mini each of Slugger and the Gunslinger. You can get any of the 3 individually, Tulsa and Hardigan together, or all 3 together. You can also get the STL files for all 7 sculpts. A Smol Christmas, 3D printable holiday miniatures by A Single Polygon from Seattle. These are modular Christmas presents in various different styles. There is also a nice Christmas tree and a family of present people for stretch goals. Just 2 tiers to be had, all in and a merchant tier. Napoleonic STL Files, Soldiers for Napoleonic Wargames by David Vazquez Fernandez of Barcelona. These are French soldiers from after 1812. They can easily be sized to your preferred wargaming scale and come with 25 soldiers, with 5 as a command squad and 2 recently injured. There are only 2 tiers, all in and a merchant tier, with the stretch goals including dead soldiers. Mimic Mania. Add the surprise and wonder of 3D printed mimics to your tabletop games by Vinegar Fog of London, UK. This comes with 8 mimics, including a bell, bucket of water, a candle, a man eating flower, a cannon, a grandfather clock, a mushroom, and a snowman. Stretch goals include a Christmas tree, a cask of ale, a boat, a cake, and more. You can get the whole set or the merchant tier, and they're offering their previous Kickstarter campaign, Dungeon Delights, at a discount as an add-on. Siege equipment for 3D printing. Medieval and Renaissance Siege Equipment and Engineers for Your Tabletop Games by Pedro Moreno of Tartessos Miniatures from Albarit, Spain. There are two sets here, a medieval and a Renaissance pack with gunpowder weapons. The medieval pack includes a siege ram, a variable-sized siege tower, a trebuchet, a ballista, 2 catapults, and some medieval siege engineers. The Renaissance pack includes a cannon, a small cannon, a culverin, a volley gun, an organ gun, a mortar, and a steam tank with a couple of different options, as well as Renaissance engineers. You can get one set, both sets, or both sets with their previous Kickstarter campaign, The Army of the Old Age, which pairs pretty nicely with these sets. And there is also a merchant tier. Scrapwar, Machines of Destruction, Fortified War Machines and Scenery from Aaron Pryor of Culverin Models from Cambridge, UK. This set comes with 2 large chassis with multiple options each, and a few smaller vehicles and scenery, all with a built-with-scrap aesthetic. The Mega Tank can be built with a twin cannon turret, a heavy mining laser, or a siege mortar. The Rolling Scrap Fortress can also be built as a scrap galleon. There's also a monotrack, a rocket truck, and a light scrap tank. And the scenery includes wall sections and a gate with turrets, as well as some scrap homes and more vehicles for the stretch goals. There are 3 tiers, one with all the files, one with files from their previous campaign, and a merchant tier. Classic Cloaked Halfling Adventurers. 10 metal minis from Midlam Miniatures out of Gateshead, UK, veterans of 26 Kickstarter campaigns. In this, their 27th, we have 5 male and 5 female halflings. Brandon Furr and Lucy Cavewalker have torches. Pierce Nicely and Veronica Braefoot are brandishing swords. Bulko Baggage and Carrie Lotz are laden with backpacks. Lucky Overhill and Hattie Hetherington are on the lookout for danger. And Deacon Dunborough and Sheena Lightover both have lanterns to light the way. You can get 1 mini, 2 minis, all the minis, or 2 of each with possible extra minis coming as the campaign progresses. Weremimic. 3D printable tabletop miniatures with character and monster files by David Shafran of Perth, Australia. The core set comes with 5 characters, each with a Mimic version and 1 free model. The 5 include Vikindo, Draconic Former Adventurer, Tupch Latour, a Tortoisefolk Butcher, Threads, a Forge-born Tailor, Schmidt Black, an Infernal Blacksmith, and Saint Dogray, Patron of Imic. Just 2 tiers, you can get all the models, or all the models with all these stretch goals. Whiskers Loot, Volume 3. 3D printable cat miniatures, this time with a Christmas theme by Mojibake from Bologna, Italy, whom you may recognize from my Patreon preview videos. As well as the free gingerbread house for backers and free Christmas tree for everyone, this set includes Timothy Evergreen, Nugget Garcia, Santa Claus, Katrine Allison, Charity Sugarfrost, Mama, Nutcracker Jingle, and Shortbread and Blitzen, the McPepper twins. There are 2 stretch goals already unlocked, and for tiers, you can get all the minis with the stretch goals, all that with 1 or both of Whisker's first 2 adventurers, and there are 2 merchant tiers, 1 for this set or 1 for all 3. Thanks for watching, everyone. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.